That's some nice poking. Chain form, yeah. That's fine. Ignite to fight it off. That's nice. Okay, that's great.
Time to make a stand.
Hi. So today we're looking at viewer games, and we're looking at Mr. Brotado, and this is like a gold 1 level game, so like gold platish. And I'm seeing if this theme, if people like this theme, then I'll just look over your first 5 minutes, see how your laning is, make some quick comments. So nothing too deep. Yeah, of course, if you wanted me to focus on a section, we can do that. But I wanted to make it to start off. Like, I'll look at your first 5 minutes. So just not to overload you. Plus, usually, because I haven't seen you before, it should give me quite a bit already. Let's see. So you're showing your aggression. That's nice. Jayce some one so strong, right? Take the attention. Yep, that's nice. And we can probably even go back and buy something quick, right? Walked a bit far to go back. I would have just like ran back here and quickly recalled because you want to get back. But that's fine. Small nitpicking. Wait a minute. Oh, they changed the first blood gold, didn't they? So you have less right now. 300. Yeah, you can't really buy nothing too offensive. But I wouldn't buy like that. So you have a few choices, right? First of all, you bought too many potions. With 300 gold, you can, because buying boots is quite lame. Pink Ward's also quite lame. You give them XP and money. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend either buying just one more potion. That would be enough for you to win the whole lane. Like one more potion, that's good enough. And with that kind of money, you can then look for an earlier reset, and then you can get your spike earlier, right? But small thing though. These are small things for now. Okay, laning begins. Let's see. I like the attempts for aggression. Of course, we don't know what Fizz added, so you don't want to just mindlessly slam down on him, because the Fizz can just press E, right? But the Fizz just made a mistake here. Did anyone catch that? Whoa, I'm pausing for just like 1-2 seconds, right? For y'all to like think, but I realized since I'm making a video, y'all can probably just pause it and think. But okay, the thing is... So the thing is, you see this animation here, what the Fizz just did is use W. So I'm pretty sure the Fizz added W. Let's see. Yeah, that's a mistake. So the Fizz can't do that. So the moment we see this type of thing, we should immediately slam down on him. You can use your Q first here, just to clear the... You'll probably get 2. You'll miss the 3rd one, but it doesn't matter, because when you slam down on him, you'll probably get the 3rd one as well. So what I mean is, you Q, you probably get these 2. This one would be like 1, like very low, won't die. But your slam down would kill him though. So that's the aggression I'm talking about. You can merely trade on him, because he took W, what the hell? So that was a mistake on the Fizz then, that we didn't punish him. Okay, let's see. And then now you Q auto, now you see, you let him go with it. So here, when you auto him, you could have just also switched forms and slammed down. And another auto. And another auto. So we could have slammed down hard on him here. So I would say this is another missed opportunity, which is a carry on from the earlier one. But it's okay. Happens, we're learning, right? And I like the zoning attempts here. This would be something new that you said you were trying. That's great. I like the zoning attempt here. Good stuff. So I like it. This is wonderful. He just missed XP. It's hard to miss XP now because of Noxus season, like they buffed it so much, right? But he still missed XP anyway. Okay, so here, when the second wave arrives, what do I often say to you? What is the thing that we should focus on now? Again, these are things that I'm too used to giving a lecture, so I like pause and then like I'm used to like, you students typing on the side, but then this is a video format, so there's no pause. I realize you can just pause it, So, okay. Yeah, I'll slowly probably adapt and get used to this. But the thing is, look, when the second wave arrives, we really need to think about level 2, right? So not only do you get XP bonus from the first blood, the thing is when this second wave arrives, usually you need to prepare the level 2, so you need to hit even harder, alright? I want you to hit the minions even harder, get level 2 and slam down immediately on him, alright? On these type of matchups like this, you merely take W, yeah? You press your W and you switch forms. So you use that movement speed from W and switch forms, and you pretty much won the whole lane already. Like, yeah, you W slam down, boom, 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 he's doomed, and then you can just, continue to slow shove, poke him on the turret, and then you can drop a ward if you like, but you have a lot of options. My point, you have a lot of options. So, you caught that? see, we turn level 2, and then we walk back. So this is a nice area of improvement that we can do. Here, immediately when we turn level 2, we were standing somewhere here, right? I'll give you a smiley face, actually. And we could have just W and just, yeah, slam down on him. Yep. And that would have got you a big lead on this lane. If we don't do that, we're letting him kind of get away with it. Look, he kind of got away with it. We missed the opportunity, and he respects you now, which is good on his part, but this is, yeah, this is like gold plat level, yeah? And NA server? Yeah, gold plat level NA server. But yeah. It's sort of nice to see you still somewhat trying to go for it, but naturally, like here at least, we saw that he pressed W and tried to, you know, pressure him a bit. But naturally, yeah, we missed a big opportunity earlier on the 2-1 that we could have slammed down, especially knowing his level 1 doesn't have his E. Even if he does, his E level 1 is a long ass cooldown. Alright, I want you all to see this. Look at that. Alright, everyone seeing this? His E level 1 is a long ass cooldown. The Fizz, longer than us. Okay? So even if he E's you level 1, if you're against a Fizz that adds E at level 1, you can pressure it out. If you see my guide list, you just pressure it out for trade with him, like literally fight with him. It's fine. Because on round 2 you can go again, and his E is still on cooldown. And you leverage that. Plus you have Ignite and you have all this power, you know? Like look, you have all this power. We have our biscuits up, we have 3 potions. So that's just something nice to note, that look, we have 3 again, like I already said earlier, why I wouldn't recommend buying so many chunks of potions and a pink ward. It really blows your economy. But anyway, that's not the point here. The point here is really like you have all this resource and we're not really using it because we're not fighting hard enough. If we've traded harder, like I said, like that level 1, remember, just soft recap, right? You kill that wave, slam it on him, his level 2, slam it on him again. Like if we do that, we'll be able to use our resources a bit more because we still have biscuits. Yeah, so we still have biscuits. So yeah, look. And of course, just saying a little thing for those who don't know why I like to take biscuits is because biscuits give you that surge of power, right? When you want to press biscuits. Yeah, I remember now that I don't need to like pause, but when you want to press your biscuits, ideally, just for those who don't use biscuits often, ideally when you're low. So the lower you are, the more the biscuit heals. So you want to eat it when you're low, almost like a surprise, and then, well, not too low until you're like one shot, right? But you get the idea. Like you eat it like in battle, and then like surprise, and then you just slam it. So checking gold here, you can see we have 529, and if we take out the pink ward, we would be close to 600. Take out the 1 health pot that we bought, we'll be close to 700. That is 2 long swords. That's 2 long swords. So I know we missed some CFs, but I'm just trying to show you the potential here of that kind of play style that I said maximum you buy one health potion. I might have even skipped it because the first blood doesn't give me 1 long sword now. So, but my point here, hopefully you see, and why you wouldn't want to place these or buy these at the start. It comes full circle back now, right? So if you didn't buy that, now is a great time. Why don't I just do a recall? Like you just stand here with a smiley face and you just recall, go back. You come back with 2 long swords. That's incredible. Like you're back to lane with 2 long swords. How does he deal with it? He's still dealing with the wave, right? So you get a free Cheeto recall, just for your note, just for your note. Of course, now you're poking on the turret. And I know you haven't added an ability yet, that's nice. I do say sometimes you want to hold your ability and yeah, just wait. That's some nice poking. Chainsaw, yeah. That's fine. Nice, just fight it out. That's nice. Okay, that's great. So for the people watching, so we can learn from it as well, that is, because of course we have all mix of elos, some people newer to Jayce, I know. So it's still good to learn from, right? So that's nice. Okay, so let's break that down, what we did. So we harassed them. When we harass people, you have to think of people like your opponents. You have to think of them as people too, right? So they have like a patience meter. Or you can think of them like a boss fight, however you want to see it, whatever helps you. Okay. The thing is, they have a boss fight. They have like a patience meter. So there's like his patience meter. The more you mess with him, you know, like his patience is dropping. You know, he's like, I can't take it anymore. I'm just gonna go. Because now or never, if you poke him too much and the fist falls to like that, he's gonna be like, oh shit, you know. So people have a patience meter, and when you drain it, that's what happens. Okay, and let's see, the mechanical part of the fight looks like we executed pretty well. So A key thing that we did here was changing forms when his E-spot to land. So of course, again, for those who are not that used to Jayce, when you change forms to melee, you gain a bunch of resistances. So this is nice that we tanked his E with our form switch, and then we combo him afterwards. Kind of the best we could already. So we auto here, we reignite, and then we flash auto him, right? But of course, for those who have spotted it now, do we see one thing we could have potentially improved on? If you thought in your mind, so I wanted to give you a second or two here, but if you thought in your mind they should have chucked potions, you're absolutely right. The moment the Fizz queued on me, I would have immediately used this first potion. Immediately. It's like an immediate click. Like you're fighting now, or you're trading now. That's fine. You have 3. Like I will, back to that. I will only have 1 or 2, but doesn't matter. The fundamental stays. So the moment that happens, I chug it. Okay. So you chug it, and then when towards that ending point, when the Dyna came and we're dropping low, we drop this biscuit. And you actually might last quite a while here. You might blow his flash. Oh, he does have flash. Oh, he does have flash. You might actually be able to, like, you know, somehow pull something off the hat because you have 12 Conqueror stacks and you have some health coming up, and you'll be able to drag the distance. And everything is on cooldown. Well, he has 1 E actually. But yeah, so that's the point of that could be missing. That can make or break a lot of instances. Anyway, here I don't want the Evelyn to touch this wave. Evelyn go away, and then we are back. Fine.
Complete.
One thing to do with items as well, because it's like just a 5-minute thing, is in these kind of heavy lanes. So I will only recommend buying early tier first if you're playing tank Jayce, which is gonna be a lot weaker. I don't know how much they're gonna nerf it, but they're gonna nerf it. I'm not sure if they're trying to remove it. We don't know that yet. But the thing is, you don't need tier that early, okay? Especially mid Jayce when you're trying to play, like the early fights are really important to you because it's make or break. Like we said, it's make or break. Like you win or you lose these early fights. It's very important for our tempo. Okay, you don't buy tier that early. Really, go for the double longsword instead. Jayce's abilities scale really well off AD. Well, that's just how he works. Yeah, so he does a blast of damage. So instead of buying this, please go for the longsword instead. And if we follow the buys that we did earlier, we do not need these bunch of health potions here. Well, we didn't actually even use them, but I like to just change them to refillable. Well, not now because you already have 3, but I'm just saying, like if we only had 2, or if we only used 1, usually since you got first blood, maybe you had 2, or you could just get a refillable, just sell and use refillable. But refillable is just really nice in terms of your usage of your money. Really efficient because you use it through the early mid phase, and that means you don't need health potions. And I don't know if you end up later on still needing to buy a refillable. I don't know if you do that. Of course, when you go into the mid game and you don't have that early to mid refillable, and you go to the sides, once you get poked a bit, and you're like suddenly you need to go back. Of course, that's the whole purpose of the symbiotic shoes. Yeah, synergize really well with refillable because you get to just chug potions, shove lanes, fight, go back, and then come out again. So here it looks like Fizz is doing a coin flip roam. That's not good on the Fizz edge, and I like that we spotted that and we just let him, you know, do his thing. Naturally, you can push this out before you move. That is a core fundamental as well of mid lane that you want to push before you move, otherwise it gets stuck. It's not the best for us. We didn't, but we did. Oh, did I just give you the answer? I could have made it like a quiz moment, couldn't I? But yeah. So here I like to stop at the start because you don't want to just mindlessly shove here. If you want to look at lanes, do I want to go anywhere? Let's see. Oh, actually, top lane's goable. Well, it's like doable, perhaps. Bot lane's also gankable. Wow. Okay. So actually, if I see these things in game, of course, this is not like from your perspective, right? This is like from just like forward perspective. Like I can just see it like top down. From a top-down perspective, it seems like a good idea here to shove and roll. I like top lane, looks pretty killable if the Darius stays and try to clear out this wave after he kills Ryze. I like bot lane a lot as well, because bot lane, if there's a chance bot lane's always better because you have 2 instead of 1, right? And this looks good. This looks amazing for me to just slam down on them, yeah? So because of that, I'll probably have hard shove this and move. But let's see our decision. Our decision process here could have been like, okay, I want to shove slowly because the Fizz is roaming and he's losing. Correct. Again, this is a bit weaker this season, yeah? This is a bit weaker this season. Please note, because minions have more damage, less HP. Can't freeze as hard. But I know we're trying to do like a slow push, but never do this though. So we don't want to lose we don't want to just leave when we're in the middle of a slow push and we haven't even stacked properly yet. What can happen is, I'm sure maybe some of you viewers have that little nightmare moment now, is if you die here. If you die here and then your big wave just reaches here, and well, nowadays, like I said, the freezing thing is like nerfed, so it's not that strong anymore, this strat. But at the same time, you still lose a lot though. You still lose a lot. Okay? Like you, as the Jayce player, we still lose a lot. So you really don't want to do this. I'll caution against doing this unless the reward far outweigh the risk. Unless the rewards are just really like they're far away the risk. Which of course this is not the case. There doesn't seem to be that big of a reward here, and we end up dying. And this is the nightmare that I'm afraid of, right? This is the nightmare I'm afraid of. So let's see if the Fizz makes a mistake, because it's like I think, like we said, go flat loss, we did it. So this is the mistake on the Fizz part that we almost got a bit bailed out by this, right? So if because it's learning mid lane in general, just learning in general, I'll of course cover the Fizz a little bit as well. I know this is not a Fizz related, like it's not a Fizz related or Fizz focus. Sorry, there's not a Fizz focus review, but at the same time, when we see it, we call it out, right? So if we look at waves like this, remember I said the nightmare here is if the Fizz doesn't touch the wave. What if he doesn't touch it? He just last hits with his W, or he wants to go back, he just goes back. Doesn't matter, he can literally just go back, he can literally just recall from here. What happened to my pen? He can just recall from here, smiling. By the time he comes back, your wave is stuck, like somewhere here. And you still have to come back to like either shove it in and risk you to like a second gank. Or, well, a lot of things can happen. You probably won't get second gank because you can just kill. You can just literally turn around and kill them, by the way. But this is just something good to know on the Fizz's end. You don't have to shove this out. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's bad on the Jayce's end. There's more minions on his side. And he's stuck on a slow push that he didn't properly push out. So he's the one that's disadvantaged here. We don't have to do it. Because if we do this now, look, now it's stuck for us on the Fizz's end. Now we have to shove this in as well. What the hell? So yeah, just saying. But again, not really Fizz focus. We're focused on us. Of course, we cover wave stuff when we see it. Look, a bit awkward for the Fizz now. Of course, like I said, freeze not that possible the season. Plus, it's not really what we want to do anyway on mid Jayce.
Transformation complete.
Okay, now we're back. We're really ahead in terms of items, yeah? At least at the current moment, because the Fizz hasn't went back yet. The Fizz has pretty much nothing, one pot. We have 2 long swords. Again, that's why I don't like the tier, because instead of this tier, what could we have here? Duh. Yeah? And one of the this should be a duh. And one of the big spikes I've often said about Jayce in the document thingy I made is duh. This should be a duh. And this could be a refillable. That's so good. That is so good. You're so strong, essentially. So much stronger. But yeah, okay. I know I said I only cover 5 minutes, but this looks like there's something to talk about, so I'll just continue watching this first, just to finish up this laning phase. That's the laning phase. Nice try, I know. Try to catch him off doing that. That's a nice walk back as well when he press E. This type of aggression is nice. This is one of those moments that if you, yeah, you know, you don't need to stand out and it's fine. Oh, because he actually came into us. Okay, so there's a little trick to kill the Fizz here, okay? For those who spot it, so I'll make this the last point. Yeah? There's a little trick to kill the Fizz. So the Fizz actually made a big mistake here by going in like this. Because what does the Fizz want? If you can answer that question, for those who play against Fizz, or those who play mid lane, or those who even play Fizz, what does Fizz want here? Fizz wants a short trade, correct? Fizz does not want to do elongated trade with us, especially when we have Conqueror, and he's on Electrocute. So Electrocute sends a message, I want to do a quick burst, in and out, in and out. I want to burst you once, burst you twice, usually that's Fizz's playstyle. The third time you're dead. If he has Shark, he probably can burst you once, and the second time you're dead, if you don't have X-Drinker. So that's how the champ works. Knowing that though, we abuse it, right? Like we abuse it. That we don't let him get out. So how do we not let him get out? Let's break this down a bit slower. On my end. So here, look. So he dashed into us. Immediately, of course, we can shock blast in here, but we don't have it. That's fine. Put the E on yourself at least, so you move quick. Don't let him escape. At this point, I want you in your mind, like you're like a predator, you know that you're doomed. You're stuck with me now. You're doomed. You W, you put your E on yourself, you change forms, and you start autoing him. Do not use your Q. Okay, wait for his thingy. Wait for this ability. You see, imagine if you put your E on top of him, you use your like on top of yourself, so you move quick, you W and you change forms, and you just start autoing him. Don't use the Q. You understand that? So you just start autoing him. And when he jumps like this, because he has to jump, if he doesn't jump, he just dies, you know? And you can just auto, and then you just stick on him, and then you just E, auto, he dies. So he has to E. That's his highest level ability. Usually Fizz is at that highest level ability. So the moment he E's like this, then we Q on top of him. You see that? Then you Q on top of him. Does he have flash? He can escape. Okay, he doesn't die. He can just flash it. But again, if he just misplays slightly, doesn't flash it, then dead. But regardless, if he is aware of it and then he immediately flashes it, well, that's great. You just have a nice free path to the lane, you know? Like, because the Q slams down these range minions as well, helps you clear the wave. After you clear the wave, you can probably reset or look for roams. If I were you, let's take a quick peek. Top lane, oh, completely gankable once again. That's what I mean. You see that? Shove this mid lane. You could have shoved this mid lane off this one trade, and we could have probably ganked top lane. Let's look at bot lane. Bot lane looks very gankable, but your jungler already took care of it, so it looks like it's not. You're not going to make it in time in terms of time. So I'm going to guess the time here. So let's say you slam down on him and he flashed, and now you're clearing the wave. I know roughly how long it takes to clear. About 3-4 seconds here, cannon wave. So let's see. 3, 4, 5. Here the cannon's dropping low. Cannon's gone. Okay, now you're going to roam now. Like I'm talking about in another universe, right? You're roaming now. Let's see. Bot lane, this wave looks like it's almost touching. Top lane looks better. The reason why is because top lane, this looks like a slow push going in. That means this guy's stuck in lane. This Darius is stuck in lane. And knowing him looking at the Rise having HP like this, he'll probably be super greedy to stay. He would stay. So imagine if you manage to shove it here. Of course, you can bait the option. You can just dive to Fizz. You can choose to either dive to Fizz, a bit riskier. You have to bait out his E. You can bait out his E by switching forms and just scaring him. Like switching forms, walk up to him. You know, that will make him like, oh shit, then you panic E because he has no flash anymore. And then you kill him. You can do that. Or you can roam. It's a safer, easy option, especially when there's a roam available. So like this. You can just go up here like this and kill the Darius. But yep, that's it for your early game. And let me know if you all learn a thing or two for this, and if you want to continue doing this, and also if you want to if you want me to continue doing this, and if you want me to look at your VODs for whichever part, let me know as well. And cheers, take care, goodbye.